separates is the thought, this is the day. This is the day. This can't be. It's too painful. It's too frightening. But as our dear friend found, in that moment, so I know that lots of people that get my CDs and they love Tolle, so let me quote him. You know, we need authorities here. So, here we go. One could say that going through loss is the great awakening. It is a potential opening if you don't run away from it. What is usually condemned as bad by the mind-made self is actually grace coming into your life. But not if you don't know that. Not if you don't know that. If you aren't willing to accept whatever comes as some kind of appropriate action, appropriate grace, you will be left with the struggle of how to solve it. But if you recognize and do not run away from what has just been read to you, and realize that in the moment of the worst kind of situation is exactly the doorway. If you do not run away. Running away doesn't mean getting up and running away. It means running away in your mind. It means struggling for an answer. It means trying to look for a way out. Whereas the way out will be presented or not. It doesn't matter, because the way out is the way in. And every moment is about, even, Bartholomew said, God uses everything to bring you home. Everything. That includes your misery. People keep thinking it just means the radiant. Well, of course it means the radiant. But it's the difficulty. And in the moment, all that you do is what? It's just a matter of not running from what? From the feeling that arises in you. Not allowing the mind to take it and run, but to simply sit with that pain and just allow it to be there and see what happens. It's almost like an arrow of wonder that just goes deeper and deeper and deeper. And all of a sudden, peace. Somewhere, there it is. The amazing wonder of the silent symphony. Every event is meant as a wonderful arrow to drive you inward, to find out the freedom of who you really are. Every moment. If you reject the moment and start looking, that's all right too. Because again, that is the divine in action. But I assume that you come to places like this so that you can be free. This is about freedom. Freedom. The freedom to allow anything and know that in there is always the way to the truth of the world. Bartholomew used to tell a wonderful story about the little boy who's in the barn and it's filled with manure. And he's shoveling and shoveling and shoveling, and somebody says, "What are you doing?" And he says, "What? With all this manure, there has to be a pony somewhere." Right? Well, ride the pony. It's always there. It's always there. There's never a moment that it's not there. Because the moment would not exist if it wasn't there. It couldn't exist if it wasn't there. Someone asked, why are we here? Why are we all here? And you know, there are so many answers. My answer is, does it matter? Does it matter why we're here? What I think matters is, we are here. We're here. What's here? What's here? That's the question. What's here? Who's here? Who's here? Who is in those eyes looking at these eyes looking at those eyes? Who's it? Who is it that allows this whole thing? And we think it's something mysterious that we have to go and find. It's here, radiantly pulsating in everything that ever happens. Nothing happens without it. Nothing happens without it. Nothing. The radiant light